Good evening everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about the elements of automated system as well as advanced automation functions. Okay. So here in the element of automated system consists of three basic elements, that is the power to accomplish with the process and operate the system, and the next one is the program instructions to direct the process, and the third one is the a control system to actuate the instructions. So these are all the three major elements in the automated system. So it will be connected like so. With the help of the power sources is going to be run. So this all those things that will be required for power. So like a program instruction, control system, and the process. So the program instruction, already people know that only the it will be going to give the instructions. So what we are going to carry out the process. So the control system is going to take the necessary actions, how to perform the operations. Okay. So suppose if any necessary things it required, it taking out the control thing, then finally it comes as a process. Okay, the work will be carried out over here. Suppose anything it will be goes beyond the process, the control system it takes the remedies and going to control the process. Okay, that's what here they are providing the two-way flows. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about power to accomplish the automated process. Okay, so here an automated system you is used to operate the same process, and power is required to drive the process as well as the controls. The principal sources of the power is automated system is electricity. The electric power has many advantages in automated as well as non-automated processes. Okay, the electrical power is widely available in moderate cost. It is readily converted to alternative energy forms into the mechanical, thermal, light, acoustic, hydraulic as well as a pneumatic system. So it will be going to easily converted. Then electric power low levels can be used to accomplish functions such as signal as well as transmission, information processing, and data storage and communication systems. And comes into the last one, the electrical energy can be stored in long life batteries for use of location where an external sources of electrical power is not conveniently available. Okay, then comes into the next thing, program of instructions. So the action is performed in an automated process or defined by a program of instructions. So in that each part made in the operation requires one or more processing steps. A new part is completed during each work done cycle. Mm, the particular processing steps for the work cycle are specified in a work cycle program. The work cycle consists of essential one step, which is to maintain the single process parameter at a defined level. The process parameters are inputs of the process, uh, such as a temperature setting and a furnace, coordinate axis value of positioning the systems. Okay. Then comes into the control system. Normally, we could able to see about the control system is used to control the entire process as per the instruction, program instruction. It's going to conduct the process. It should be carried out. Suppose anything it goes, it try to bring the as per the instructions. Okay, so that is the function of the control systems. Then comes into the next one, advanced automation function. So here automated system is also capable to performing some advanced automation functions not particularly associated with any work unit. These functions are generally concerned with the safety and performance of the equipment. Okay. Advanced automation functions are made possibly the special subroutines included in the program of instructions. So Here there are some of the particulars in the advancement of the automation function. First one is the safety monitoring, second one is the maintenance and repair diagnostic, third one is the error detection and recovery. The first we are going to discuss about the safety monitoring. So here the automation system can be designed to operate safely when human uh, operator are in attendance. So the automation system must also work in a way it is not self-destructive. So it's therefore must protect the human operator and its own equipment. Mainly the safety equipment it involves the use of sensors to track the system operation and spot potentially unsafe working conditions. Then comes into the next thing, maintenance and repair diagnostic. So some of the complex equipment are just generally harder to repair and maintain. So this maintenance and repair diagnostic uses the system itself to participate in the identification and sourcing of malfunctioning of the failure of the system. So there are three modes: status monitoring, key sensors and parameters are continually examined during the system operations to detect the malfunction and might occur. They might occur. So failure diagnostics, this is invoked so that the failure can be identified. Recommendation repair procedure, it is suggestion for repair procedure or supplied to the group. Then last one is the error detection and recovery. So this error detection and recovery, so it's going to detect the recovery system uses and interpret subroutines, and this allows the main program to be interpret upon the detection of an error, so that recovery subroutines may be run instead. So in error detection, the system sensor determine the interpret and classify error when uh, it occurs. So three types of errors may be: random errors, systematic errors, and aberrations. Okay, so random errors, it is a normal stochastic nature in the process. Systematic errors, assignable causes of the material equipment, and aberrations, mistakes from the equipment failures. Okay, so this is about the error detection and recovery. The next we are going to discuss about the level of automation. Okay, so the concept of automated system can be applied in the various levels in the factory operations. One normal associates automation with the individual production machines. Okay, for example, modern computer control machine tool is an automated system. Take a NC machine. The NC machine is itself composed the multiple control systems. Similarly, NC machine often part a large manufacturing system. So here there are various levels in the automations. Here, that is the device level, machine level, cell or system level, plant level, enterprise level. So first we are going to discuss about the device level. So actually this is the lowest in the level. Okay, actually it includes the like some of the operating machines like actuators, sensors, and other hardware components that is comprised the machine level. That is the device level. Coming to the machine level, so here hardware is in the device level assembled into the individual machines. So here example you can say that like a CNC machine tools and similar production equipment, industrial robots, powered conveyor, and automated guided vehicles and all machine level. And the control function at this level include performing sequence of steps in the program of instructions in the correct order and making sure that each step is properly executed. Then comes into the next one, cell or system level. So this is the um, manufacturing cell system level which operates under the instruction from the plant. Okay, then comes into the, so it will be likely functioning the part dispatching, machine loading and coordination among the machines. Then comes into the plant level. uh, the This is the factory system level. So it receives the instructions from the corporate information system and translate into the operational plans for production. Okay. Then last one is the enterprise level. This is the highest level on the IRC, consisting the corporation of the information system. So normally it will be concerned in the function of functions to necessary the manage the company, marketing, the sales, accounts, design, research, aggregate planning, and master scheduling. Okay, so these are all the things about the level of automation. Thank you.